be me, 28, glorified code monkey at some no-name tech company. Not rich, not starving. Drive a slightly crappy Toyota that somehow still lives. Live in an apartment with walls thin enough to hear my neighbors lose fights with constipation. Used to look like a walking skeleton in high school. Finally got sick of looking like a malnourished sewer rat. Started lifting 3 years ago. Still not a Chad statue, but at least I don't look like a strong breeze would snap me in half. Spent years trying every acne treatment known to mankind. Face finally clears up. Life's okay, not amazing, not terrible. Could be worse. Be lying in bed at 1 a.m. like a degenerate. Doom scrolling Instagram instead of sleeping like a functional human. Phone buzzes. Notification. Someone liked a photo from 2 summers ago. Who the hell scrolls that far back? See the name? Brittany Marie? 88 liked your photo. That name hits a very old, very cursed memory. Tap the profile. Wonder, oh no, it's Brittany from high school. Not just any Brittany. The Brittany, the one I worshipped like an idiot for 4 straight years. She used to be goddess tire. Cheerleader, popular. Always dating football guys who look like they were grown in a lab. Flashback XE. I once asked her to prom. She looked at me like I just crawled out of a storm drain. You no way. As if I'd ever go with someone like you. Said it loud enough for her whole squad to hear. Synchronized laughter. Wav wanted to vanish on the spot. Avoided her like the plague after that. Never really forgot how humiliating it felt back to present. Scrolling through her profile out of morbid curiosity. She still looks decent, but the filters are working overtime. Clearly peaked in high school. Lots of wine glasses, inspirational quotes, and slow bitterness in the captions. Men are trash. Where have all the good guys gone? Ready for something real. Translation: hot dudes won't commit anymore. Notice she's now liking multiple photos in a row. One from last week, one from last year, one from 3 years ago. Weird, but whatever. Go to sleep. Wake up to a DM on Instagram. OMG, Aaron? Is that really you? You look so different now. Stare at it for 5 minutes. Half of me wants to ignore it. Other half wants to poke the drama bear. Curiosity wins. Yeah, it's me. How have you been, Brittany? She replies almost instantly, like she was holding her phone waiting. She says she's going through a lot of life changes. Job issues, relationship drama, the usual. Compliments me. Total glow up, which is a nice way of saying you used to look like trash. Conversation snowballs. She asks what I do, where I live, if I'm seeing anyone. Tell her I work in tech, live alone, single but dating here and there. Suddenly I'm so smart. So impressive. Funny how my good grades in high school weren't impressive back then. But a paycheck makes IQ very attractive. She suggests grabbing coffee to catch up on old times. What old times? The time she ignored me? Or the time she publicly nuked me at prom? Against my better judgment, I say yes. Curiosity and trauma bonding, I guess. Pick a coffee place near my apartment. I show up on time. She's already there, fully dressed up like it's a date. Hair done, makeup layered on thick, low-cut top, painted on jeans. Waves at me like we survived a war together. We get coffee and sit. She immediately unloads her life story. Went to State University. Partied her way to a communications degree. Got a marketing job. Company downsized, been looking for new opportunities for 8 months. Dated a bunch of hot guys, all turned out to be jerks. just broke up with her boyfriend of 3 years. He wouldn't commit. Men are so afraid of settling down. Not all men, Brittany, just the ones you pick. She asks about my job. I explain what I do. Can see her eyes glaze over about 5 seconds in, but she keeps nodding and smiling. Wow, that sounds so stable. I bet you have great health insurance. Wild to see someone get excited about my dental plan. She keeps touching my arm when she laughs, keeps talking about how different I look now. You were so quiet in high school, I barely noticed you. Yeah, okay. You noticed me enough to crush my soul. Decide to bring it up. Remember when I asked you to prom? Her face freezes like a Windows 95 error. Oh my god, I was such a bitch back then, says it in that fake apologetic tone. I was going through so much drama, you have no idea. As if her turmoil made publicly humiliating me a charity project. I change the subject, ask where she lives now. She lives with 2 roommates in a sketchy part of town. Rent's insane. She complains about it nonstop. Meanwhile, I tell her I live alone, 10 minutes away. Wow, that must be amazing. She sounds very interested in the live alone part. Coffee date drags on. She keeps finding excuses to touch my arm, my hand, whatever, compliments my watch, haircut, even my eyebrows. Eventually, she says she has to go. As we're leaving, she smiles. We should totally do this again, maybe dinner next time. I give a non-committal, yeah, maybe. She hugs me, presses against me way too hard. Boob contact, 100% intentional. Go home, sit on my bed, start processing whatever the hell that was. Next few days, my phone becomes a Britney notification machine. Instagram likes on years-old photos. Text messages asking what I'm doing this weekend. Suggesting nicer and nicer restaurants. Just thinking about you. I start feeling hunted. Decide to pump the brakes. Answer with one-word replies. Take hours to respond? Doesn't scare her off. If anything, she tries harder. Weekend rolls around. She asks if she can come over to my place. I could bring wine and we could really catch up. Brain lights up every danger alarm. Politely decline. Say I'm busy with work. She sounds disappointed but backs off. For about 48 hours. Monday morning, get a LinkedIn request from Brittany, professional stalker mode unlocked. Later that day, get a text from an old high school buddy. Yo, dude, are you dating Brittany now? Absolutely not. He says she's telling people we reconnected and have been seeing each other. Apparently she's posting vague Facebook statuses about someone special from my past. Sometimes the right person was there all along. Girl is rewriting history in real time. Text her and ask what she's been telling people. She plays innocent. I just said we caught up. They must have misunderstood. Sure they did. Tell her I think we should keep some distance. She immediately flips it. Wow, I was just being friendly. Sorry for trying to reconnect with an old friend. Old friend, huh? Wild word for someone who treated me like background noise. I stop replying, assume that's the end of it. Adorable of me 2 days later. Get a text from an unknown number. It's her mom. No idea how she got my number. Long emotional message. Brittany has always thought highly of you. Blatant lie says Brittany's depressed, struggling with work. Boyfriend left her for a friend, begs me to give her another chance. Says she's not the same person she was in high school. She's right. Back then she was just mean. Now she's manipulative. I don't respond next day. Leaving work. See someone sitting on the hood of my car. Get closer. It's Brittany. She's perched there like it's a park bench. Surprise, with a big fake smile. Ask what she's doing here. She says she thought it'd be cute to surprise me. Suggests we grab dinner. Ask how she knew where I work. I saw it on LinkedIn. Ask how she knew which car was mine. I asked around, asked who. Why is that a normal sentence to her? Tell her she needs to leave. Her smile drops instantly. I just thought it would be nice. Tell her it's not nice, it's creepy and inappropriate. Mask fully off. Wow, you think you're so much better than me now, don't you? Tell her I don't think I'm better. I just don't like being stalked. She snaps. I was doing you a favor by giving you attention. There she is, the Brittany I remember. Tell her I don't need that favor. She gets madder. You should be grateful I'm even talking to you. I hit her with, kind of like when I asked you to prom. Her face goes tomato red. That was different. We were kids. Yeah, and now we're adults, which is why this is even more concerning. She starts yelling that she's not stalking me. People in the parking lot are staring. Ask her again to get off my car so I can leave. She jumps off, throws a last insult. Fine. Go back to being a loser. You haven't changed at all. Take a deep breath. Channel my inner JoJo nerd. Point dramatically. You thought you were dealing with the same insecure dweeb from high school. But it was me, an adult who can see straight through your crap. She has no idea what I'm referencing. Normie energy, drive off. Block her number. Block her on every platform, set everything to private. Tell apartment security. Tell work security too. Next day at work, coworker mentions the parking lot show. Girlfriend problems? Brother, not even close. Explain the situation. He laughs and says she wouldn't have looked at me twice 5 years ago. Tell him she wouldn't even look at me 10 years ago. Ain't that something? A few days later, high school friend sends screenshots. Brittany is posting about toxic men and being disrespected, painting herself as the victim. Friend says she's asking around about where I live, who I'm dating, how much I make. Dodged a nuke 2 weeks later. I get home from work. Find a handwritten letter in my mailbox from Brittany. She somehow got my address. Letter reads like someone trying to mix romance and insanity. Apologizes for the misunderstanding. Says she's going through a tough time. Says she just wanted to reconnect with someone who always understood her. I never understood her. I barely knew her. I just had a dumb teenage crush. She says she's changed, now appreciates genuine guys like me. Translation: the hot guys won't put up with her anymore. So she's lowering her standards. Ends the letter with her number, in case you lost it. Didn't lose it, blocked it. Crumple the letter, toss it into the trash, warn my friends to watch out for her. That's the last I ever hear of Brittany months later. Hear she moved to another city. Rumor says she's dating a doctor now. Poor man. Not gonna lie. Rejecting her felt good, maybe petty, absolutely satisfying. But the best part was realizing I finally respected myself enough to walk away. Turns out the best revenge isn't flexing success. It's having enough self-respect to recognize bullshit, even when it comes from the hot girl you once worshipped from afar. Fast forward. Be 26, permanently exhausted pigeon mode. Working retail to pay for night classes. Living on caffeine and mild existential dread. Coworker invites me to a house party. Says I need to socialize before I start blending into the furniture. He's not wrong. I go show up with a six-pack that costs more than my hourly wage. Step inside, music too loud, people yelling, cheap beer everywhere. Scan the room like a malfunctioning robot trying to identify fellow humans. Then I see her girl sitting alone on a couch, reading a book at a party. Actual psychopath behavior. I like it. Walk over. What kind of degenerate reads at a party? She looks up, raises an eyebrow. What kind of degenerate goes to parties? Fair point. Her name's Emma. Sit down next to her. We start talking. 3 hours disappear like nothing. We have the same terrible taste in movies and music. She laughs at my jokes even when they barely qualify as sentences. Get her number before I leave. Walk home feeling weirdly optimistic. Text her the next day, fully prepared to get ignored. She responds in minutes. We set up a coffee date for the weekend. Show up 15 minutes early like an overeager idiot. Order my drink. Keep checking the door every 30 seconds. She arrives right on time. Looks way better than anyone has a right to on a Sunday morning. Conversation just flows. No awkward pauses, no checking phones. We somehow spend 20 minutes arguing whether a hot dog is a sandwich. It's not. By the way, date ends with plans to see each other again. Fast forward 3 weeks. We've been on 5 dates. Everything is going suspiciously well. Invite her over to my place to watch one of our mutually beloved, terrible movies. She shows up with beer and homemade cookies. Might actually be perfect halfway through the movie. She kisses me. Brain blue screens. Somehow don't mess it up. She stays the night. Wake up the next morning convinced it was all a dream. She's still there stealing my blankets like a raccoon. Next month is great. We're seeing each other regularly. She invites me to meet her friends at a bar. Anxiety. Exie starts running, change shirts 3 times before leaving. Get to the bar, spot Emma with a group of 5 people. She waves me over, introduces me. 2 couples, Ryan and Taylor, Madison and Ethan, and the single friend, Ashley. Instantly pick up weird vibes from Ashley. She gives me the death stare while pretending to be nice. Oh, so you're the guy Emma won't shut up about. Conversation is awkward. They have a million inside jokes I'm not part of. They keep bringing up Emma's ex, Brandon. Remember how funny Brandon was at Kayla's wedding? He asked about you the other day. Every mention makes Emma visibly uncomfortable. I tried changing the subject. Ashley keeps steering it back to the good old days. With Brandon at one point, Ryan looks me dead in the eyes. So, what exactly are your intentions with our Emma? What is this, 1950? Put on a fake formal voice. Well, sir, I intend to court her properly and eventually request her hand in marriage after an appropriate series of chaperoned outings. Emma snorts beer through her nose, laughing. Ryan does not laugh. Ashley jumps in. Emma's been through a lot, you know. We're just protective. Translation, we don't think you're good enough. The night ends awkwardly. I walk Emma home. She apologizes for her friends. They're a bit intense. The Spanish Inquisition was a bit intense, but I let it go. She says they'll warm up to me. Not convinced over the next few weeks. Notice Emma's phone going off constantly when we're together. Group chat with her friends apparently never sleeps. She looks stressed every time she checks it. One night, I see a message pop up from Ashley. Did you tell him about Brandon yet? Ask Emma about it. She sighs. Brandon is her ex. They dated for 2 years, broke up 6 months before she met me. Ashley and Madison think she's not over him. Ask if she is over him. She tells me he cheated on her, then blamed her for it. Said her working too much. Made him do it. Red flags like a Soviet parade. Ask why her friends keep bringing him up if he's that bad. She says they think she and Brandon are meant to be. They romanticize college. Ashley especially. She's been friends with both of them since high school. So now I'm not just dating Emma. I'm fighting against her friend's fan fiction. We hang out with her friends 2 more times. Each time is more uncomfortable. They keep accidentally mentioning how happy Emma and Brandon were. Madison literally pulls up throwback photos of them at parties. Ethan barely speaks to me. Ryan and Taylor are polite but distant. Ashley is basically a Brandon propaganda machine. Eventually I ask Emma if we could take a break from group hangouts. She agrees, looks relieved. 2 months into the relationship, things are great when it's just us. Her phone buzzes less. She seems happier. Then disaster strikes. Emma gets a group text while we're having dinner. Brandon's coming to town. Everyone wants to meet up Friday night. Old times sock? Just as friends, sure. Jan, they insist she come. She asks if I want to come too. Every part of me wants to say no, but also I don't trust these people as far as I can throw them. So I say yes. Friday night. We walk into the bar together, see the whole crew at a table plus one new addition. Brandon, tall, fit, perfect hair, perfect teeth. Looks like he walked out of an Abercrombie ad. I hate him immediately on principle. Introductions are awkward. So this is the new guy, huh? The audacity of this man. Ashley practically shoves Emma into the seat next to him. I end up across the table, front row seat to a train wreck. Brandon starts telling nostalgic stories. Remember when we got lost in Boston? Remember that concert where you fell asleep on my shoulder? Ashley and Madison nodding like bobbleheads. You two were so cute together. Emma looks more and more uncomfortable. Brandon puts his arm on the back of her chair. That's my limit. I lean in. So Brandon, Emma tells me you're an expert at infidelity. Table goes silent. Brandon's face darkens. Excuse me? Oh, I thought we were reminiscing. My bad. Ashley snaps. That was uncalled for. Says they had problems like any couple. I say cheating isn't a problem. It's a choice. Madison glares at me. You don't know the whole story. Do I need to? Is there ever a good excuse for cheating? Surprisingly, Ryan nods. The tension is thick enough to chew. Emma suddenly stands up. I need some air. She walks outside. I follow. Ashley follows too because of course she does outside. Emma explodes. What the hell was that about? You promised this wouldn't be awkward. Not talking to me. Talking to Ashley. Ashley goes defensive. We just thought you two should clear the air. Emma. There's nothing to clear. We broke up because he cheated on me with his coworker. Ashley, he made a mistake. Everyone deserves a second chance. I'm standing there like a referee in a tennis match. Emma suddenly narrows her eyes, asks Ashley why she's so invested in getting them back together. Ashley hesitates too long. Emma's eyes widen. Oh my God, you like him. Ashley panics, denies it. Emma isn't buying it. You've been pushing me to forgive him for months. Because you think we were perfect together? Or because you're hoping if I don't want him, you can have him? Ashley's face goes bright red. Bullseye. Brandon steps outside. Everything okay out here? Emma turns to him, asks if he and Ashley ever hooked up. His face answers before his mouth does. It was after we broke up. How long after? Silence. Brandon, how long? 2 weeks. Emma laughs. One of those dark, hollow laughs. Let me get this straight. You cheated on me. We broke up. You hooked up with my friend 2 weeks later, and now you're both trying to get me to take you back? Ashley starts crying. It wasn't like that. Then what was it like? Ashley, we were both upset about your breakup. Mental gymnastics on Olympic level. I say, so you comforted each other with your genitals? Brandon tries to salvage it, says what happened with Ashley was a mistake. Ashley's face crumples. A mistake? You said you had feelings for me? Brandon looks trapped. I was confused. Ashley turns to Emma, admits she thought if they got closure, Brandon would realize he was better off with her. The logic is insane. Emma just shakes her head. I'm done with both of you. Grabs my hand. We're leaving. As we walk away, we hear Brandon and Ashley start arguing. Madison and Taylor run outside yelling Emma's name. She doesn't stop. We get into an Uber, sit in silence for about a minute. Then Emma starts laughing. Ask what's funny. This whole time I thought they were being shitty because they cared about me. Turns out Ashley just wanted my leftovers. Harsh. Accurate. Tell her I'm sorry her friends suck. She squeezes my hand. Not all of them. Ryan texted me earlier he and Taylor want us over for dinner. Just the four of us. Small victories. We go back to my place. She seems lighter, like a weight dropped off her back. She thanks me for coming with her, then thanks me for choosing her. Easiest choice I ever made. Next day, social media explodes. Ashley posts vague status about fake friends and betrayal. Madison sides with her, group chat implodes. Ethan calls everyone children. Ryan and Taylor stay neutral. Brandon blocks everyone. Friendship group nuked. Emma is surprisingly calm. I needed new friends anyway. A week later, Emma and I meet Ryan and Taylor for dinner. Ryan apologizes for grilling me earlier. Taylor says they always kind of thought Brandon was a douche. Dinner is actually normal. No ex-boyfriend propaganda as we're leaving. We run into some guy from Emma's work. He sees us holding hands, asks, "You two dating?" We nod. He smirks. Fake and gay. Everything freezes for a second. Taylor looks horrified. Ryan looks ready to swing. Emma steps forward. What did you say? Guy starts backpedaling. It's just a joke, like on 4Chan. Emma stares him down. Using gay as an insult is pathetic. And nothing about our relationship is fake. Guy turns red, mutters an apology, slinks away like the slug he is. Ryan whistles. Remind me never to piss you off. Later, we're walking through the park. Emma stops and looks at me. In a weird way, I should thank Ashley and Brandon. Ask why. If they hadn't pulled that stunt, I might have kept those toxic friends forever. Silver lining to a very shitty cloud. She laughs. I laugh. 6 months later, still going strong. Emma moved in last month. We've made new friends who don't secretly try to sabotage us. Ryan and Taylor are part of our regular crew now. Hear through the grapevine that Ashley and Brandon tried dating. Lasted 2 weeks before he cheated on her too. Karma's busy, but she never forgets. See Madison at a coffee shop one day. She pretends not to see me, that's fine. I don't need that show anymore. Turns out the best revenge against people who try to break you down is building something they can't touch. Not bad for a permanently exhausted pigeon.